Yeah.
Do you think it's time for the Caribbeans to visit Africa?
Sure. Actually, I was researching. I got to understand that there's no direct flight from Africa to Caribbean. If I'm here in Kenya and I'm supposed to visit Caribbean, I'll have either to get a Schengen visa, which of course is quite difficult because you have to go to Europe, and then from the Europe you can now go back to America. My first place, of course, is Jamaica. You can never miss Jamaica. I want to visit Bahamas. I want to visit Barbados. I want to visit Cayman Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis. I want to visit Barbados, where Rihanna is one of the touristic places, and maybe where Bob Marley was buried in. So for all the Caribbean people, here are your brothers. If you want to visit Africa, Kenya should be your first destination. And of course, when you arrive in Kenya, Italy is the place to be in.
Maybe I don't talk about Caribbean, Jamaica. So,
Yeah.
Could you ask Sebastian, what do you like about Jamaica?
Yeah, of course, number one is music. I like I'm a reggae fan.
Yeah, I want to ask Brad. You want to go to, most today I talk about Jamaica and Caribbean.
Yeah.
So, what do you know about Jamaica?
Yeah, so of course we came to know Jamaica. Maybe you can come this way.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the light.
Okay.
Yeah, so I came to know of Jamaica because of one of their foods, because I'm a food traveler. Then number two, because of their music, the dancehall music, and also their culture. It's very rich culture. So it's also one of the places that maybe I would try and visit, especially the Kingston, Jamaica. Kingston, Jamaica is my first place. The second is Ocho Rios. I'd love to visit Ocho Rios because one of the touristic places, and maybe where Bob Marley was buried in. So for all the Caribbean people, here are your brothers. If you want to visit Africa, Kenya should be your first destination. And of course, when you arrive in Kenya, Italy is the place to be in.
Maybe I don't talk about Caribbean, Jamaica. So,
Yeah.
Could you ask Sebastian, what do you like about Jamaica?
Yeah, of course, number one is music. I like I'm a reggae fan. Yeah, number two is their food, and also their people, their culture. They are quite warm people, quite welcoming. And they are the people that maybe if they get attached to you, they are very loyal fans. I say maybe it's because of we are brothers. Yeah, and I've always learned that Jamaicans have always wanted to visit Africa. So yeah, so if you want to visit Africa, Kenya is a place to be in.
When it comes to music, who's your favorite artist in Jamaica?
Yeah, it's very hard to mention because I don't want to start war between Vibes Cartel and DeMarco. But of course, I'm a Vibes Cartel person. So maybe that's the person maybe you can follow. But as for me, I don't really have a specific music or maybe to follow. I just say good vibes. Yeah, just good vibes. So any music that has good vibes, you can listen to.
Yeah, so last time I talked to someone people here. They told me when they grew up, like maybe here in Kenya, maybe other countries, they grew up listening to Jamaican music. Are you the same case?
Yeah, you know, I went to high school here in Kenya, and whenever there are fun days, and whenever there are also like closing days, when there is closing days, also when there is games, they always play Jamaican music. I think it's because it's quite intense, there's a dancing in it. Yeah, but whenever you are here in Africa, whenever you see someone which has rastas, you always have that negative connotation against them. So especially when you go to clubs, you know Jamaican music, they have that negative connotations. But as for me, I always grew up listening to Jamaican music, especially when I was in high school. But I don't know why nowadays people don't get to listen to Jamaican music. I don't know whether you've noticed that. Now it's about the West African music, South African piano. But of course, when you are a reggae fan, you're always a reggae forever.
Apart from Jamaica, which other island do you know in the Caribbean?
Quite many. Actually, let's follow my channel, guys, Mr. Kibi, and my second place after visiting in Africa, Southern Africa, I'll be able to visit South Caribbean islands. My first place, of course, is Jamaica. You can never miss Jamaica. I want to visit Bahamas. I want to visit Barbados. I want to visit Cayman Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis. I want to visit Barbados, where Rihanna is from. I want to visit Antigua. Grenadines, and St. Vincent, all the Caribbean islands, especially where the blacks are, because I want to understand how their culture has been since the time that they went away from Africa.
So, do you think it's time for the Caribbeans to visit Africa?
Sure, sure. Actually, I was researching. I got to understand that there's no direct flight from Africa to Caribbean. If I'm here in Kenya and I'm supposed to visit Caribbean, I'll have to either to get a Schengen visa, which of course is quite difficult because you have to go to Europe, and then from the Europe you can now go back to America, Caribbean, or you can go directly to America, to USA, then you go to Caribbean. But it's about time that our politicians and the decision makers should be able to get us a direct flight either from Africa, especially let's say Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, because majority of those who are Caribbeans are from there. But maybe you can have from JKIA to Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah, why not? We can be able to, and then we can be able to explore those kind of, but of course understand about the logistics, not when people get to travel there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to what do you know about Bahamas and Bahamas?
I don't know where, that's where Miles Monroe was from, but of course Bahamas is the same case with any other Caribbean countries. I want to taste ackee, and coconut, especially coconut juice. Yeah, so I want to explore Bahamas because also of their beautiful beaches. Yeah, their culture very rich. Yeah, so if you are from Bahamas, let us know where we should be. We can visit whenever we come to that place. I think Barbados. I'm a feminist, and I always like to advance the rights of women. And Barbados, being the prime minister, is a woman. Yeah, so I think it also means that they have allowed that I'll say inclusivity, because whenever you have a woman as the prime minister of the country, it means that that country is more inclusive. Also, it has very beautiful beaches, the culture, the nature, the environment. I think something that we can be able to explore, because especially when you're in Caribbeans in general, the people are quite warm, quite reserved, quite welcoming. I think it's a leaf that maybe you can borrow, especially here in Africa. Okay. Yeah.
Brother, what's your last message for the Caribbean people?
Yeah, so to all my Caribbean brothers from any country that you are in, or any other black person in all across the world, it's about time that we come together and we come and be able to exchange culturally, because whenever you are a black person, your home is always in Africa. Get a chance if you have come to Africa, get to explore. Let's not hate each other as per our culture, as per the level of our skill. Get to explore, travel. I always tell people, get a chance if you have a chance, get to travel. Always be kind to one another, because if you don't get to be kind to any other, who else will be? So it's about time that we as Africans we get to unite, and then we conquer the world. So peace out. Remember to follow my channel, subscribe and share.
Thank you so much for that. We are always getting you. You subscribe to this channel. Are you also there on IG?
Yes, I'm on it. Follow me on all my social guys, from Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at Mr. KB.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Sure, we will see you guys.